Hello friends, so today we are going to learn about accident studies. So accident is nothing but collision. Okay, so generally traffic accident result from actual failure of the road user. These accidents may cause damage to the property, vehicles or human beings. So collision involves at least one moving transporting vehicle and other. It may be either vehicle, it may be either object, it may either be human being, etc. So there are several causes of road accident, like accident due to collision, accident due to non-collision. Okay, so if it is a road user, then excessive speed and rash driving, violation of a traffic rules, failures to perceiving traffic situation or signs or signal in adequate time, carelessness, fatigue, alcohol, sleep, etc. are the causes of road users. So here, like driver, pedestrian and passengers may be the road users. Okay, if there is a driver, then age of the driver, fatigue, overspeed may be the situation. If he is a pedestrian, carelessness and lack of awareness can lead to accident. And if he is a passenger, boarding and delay boarding of the vehicles can cause the accidents. If it is a vehicle, then braking system, interaction between the system tires and the road surface governs braking performance, that is skidding. Failure of this causes accident. Then how the vehicle lighting system may cause accident. Main beam, this enables the driver to see road ahead from a long distance. Dipper beam provides sufficient visibility to the driver by avoiding glare to opposite vehicles. And rear lamp gives indication of presence of vehicle for the following vehicles. There is also provision of a direction indicator noticing about the turning movement. Vehicle body and its features, shape and dimension of the driver's seat, positioning of control with respect to driver's seat, visibility of a driver from the seat, noise level in the vehicle, and screen wiper mirrors and tires should be properly examined in order to avoid accidents. Vehicle inspection and maintenance, that is detecting and regular checking up or servicing of a vehicle should be done in order to overcome any damage or defect in the vehicle. Road and its condition, if this condition is there, then ultimately slipperiness, that is friction between tire and surface, potholes, depressions on the road. If there are too many potholes, ultimately the balance can be moved on and the vehicle may be toppled down. The side distance, stopping side distance and overtaking side distances should be maintained in order to avoid the heads-on collision. Super elevation, adequate super elevation should be provided. Deficiency leads to accident. Ultimately, during the turn, the vehicle may get thrown off straight. Carriageway width, sufficiently it should be provided on the traffic way such that no obstruction due to the defected vehicles on the street should affect the on moving traffic. Then deficiency in road signs and marking, design of signboards, stop line marking, pedestrian crossing marking, etc. It should be properly given. Junction design, turning radius, width of entry and exit should be noted properly. Medians prevents heads-on collision by providing the street lighting. And narrow bridges and culvert causes serious accident when road is wide than that of the width of bridge or culvert. There are also some of the environmental factors and weather conditions. If there is a lot much smoke, dust, snow or heavy rainfall, ultimately you may not be able to properly get the vision to see the area on which you are passing through, and ultimately the animals or any other factors can also be one of the factor which may help to cause a accident. So these are all the figures showing. If now see this bottommost figure, what does it show? There is one man who is a bit draped in a different way. Ultimately this man is looking behind and moving further. So due to this, what will happen? He will go further and dash to somebody, causing accident. Okay, then here this pedestrian movement is not proper. Ultimately, if this person will move on to across that line, right, he will be in a problem. And here the peoples are not taking the care about the movement of the tall vehicles. Now how is this vehicle going to move under this bridge? Ultimately it is going to create a problem. So all these factors should be taken into consideration to avoid the accidents. Then what are the objectives of this accident? To study the causes of accident and suggest the corrective measures, to evaluate existing designs, regulation and control measures, to compute the financial losses incurred. Ultimately, whatever markings are there, that plays a very important role from the um, accident point of view. To provide economic justification to the improvement suggested by the traffic engineers, to carry out before and after studies after implementing changes, and to calculate financial losses plays a important objective. So we'll stop here now. In this, again one more term left, that is provision to prevent road accidents. How are you going to prevent these road accidents? So ultimately you have to provide or remove whatever the obstructions are there that are going to cause the accidents. It requires the check for the road geometrics, then provide the traffic control devices properly, provide proper road crossings or zebra crossings, provide footpath along the sides or roads, put the barriers at unauthorized crossings, provide the educational aids, by also provide sufficient lighting facilities. Awareness of traffic sense and rules should be developed for the road users. This may be done by pictures and or we can say slideshows. Children should be guided by the traffic authorities. Ultimately, we can prevent road accidents. So we'll stop here and continue in next lecture.